Selective Outrage, Chris Rock's most recent comedy special, was live broadcast on Netflix over the weekend and polarized the internet. To say his jokes were controversial would be a gross understatement. If you have watched it, you already know this. And we'll see some of the celebrity responses to Chris Rock's comedy special in today's video. Here are top 10 celebrity reactions to Chris Rock's Netflix special. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 10. The View. The ladies of the talk show had varied reactions to the comedian's special, with Sunny Hostin, Alyssa Farah Griffin, and Anna Navarro all agreeing that the comedian was entitled to express his truth. Despite differences in opinion, the women all recognized the significance of owning one's story and sharing it with the world. Number 9. Marlon Wayans. Marlon Wayans recently praised Chris Rock for addressing last year's infamous Oscar slap in his new special. In an interview with CBS Mornings, Marlon shared his thoughts on Chris's passionate response, stating that it was good to hear him finally speak about it. Marlon also revealed that he had spoken separately with both Chris and Will Smith, and that both men were still hurting from the incident. According to Marlon, Will's hurt may stem from something else entirely, and not necessarily from the snap moment that occurred with Chris. Number 8. Stephen A. Smith. During an ESPN special on his No Mercy podcast, Stephen defended Chris Rock in light of last year's Oscar slap controversy. Referring to the woman who was slapped by her husband, Stephen urged everyone to step back and take a closer look at the situation. He also called out Will Smith for attacking Chris Rock, tweeting that Smith should be ashamed of himself and that the joke was total BS. Stephen even went so far as to question whether Smith would have reacted the same way if the joke had been made by someone like The Rock instead of Chris Rock. Number 7. Christopher Bouzy. The founder and CEO of Bot Sentinel took to Twitter to share his thoughts on Chris Rock's comedy special, in which he took shots at Jada Pinkett Smith. The CEO pointed out that it was Will Smith who smacked Chris Rock, not Jada. Another user also criticized Chris for disrespecting Will and his family, which ultimately led to the infamous slap. It all started when Chris made a joke about Jada's buzzcut during the Oscars, calling her D-Jane. Will had had enough and silently walked up on stage to deliver the slap heard around the world. Number 6. Todd Jackson. Todd Jackson took to Twitter to express his frustration with Chris Rock's selective outrage and his treatment of Taj's family in his comedy. Taj questioned why his family has been the subject of Chris's bullying disguised as jokes for decades, and why he should feel sorry for Chris after he was slapped at the Oscars. Taj also called out Chris for using his dead uncle Michael Jackson as a punching bag in his latest special, noting that being bullied early in life doesn't excuse bullying others. In the end, Taj gave a shout out to Will Smith for his actions. Number 5. Megyn Kelly. Kelly, a former Fox News anchor, shared an article on Twitter about Chris Rock's recent comments on Meghan Markle. While joking about Will Smith, the comedian also addressed the royal couple, expressing little sympathy for them. Rock suggested that everyone is trying to play the victim these days, including Meghan Markle. He acknowledged that she seems like a nice lady, but wasn't happy with her complaints in the Oprah interview, stating that she shouldn't be surprised by the prejudices within the royal family because that's essentially what they are known for. Number 4. Tony Rock. Tony Rock showed his unwavering support for his brother Chris and encouraged everyone to watch his new special. He even suggested stealing someone's Netflix password if necessary, because it's worth it. Tony also had some words of wisdom for those who dare to heckle comedians, as he referenced the infamous Oscars incident where his brother was slapped by Will Smith. He advised us to always remember that the comedian holds the microphone last, meaning they have the final say and ultimate power to respond to any heckler. Number 3. Jada Pinkett. Jada Pinkett Smith's camp has responded to Chris Rock's recent Netflix special, which he aimed at the Smith family. The actress had not been involved in the incident, apart from being heckled. A source stated that Chris is obsessed with her and that's been going on for almost 30 years. The source also highlighted Jada's involvement in the #OscarsSoWhite movement and questioned why Chris would take it this far. They were also shocked at the number of times Chris referred to Jada using the word B times. It appears that Yara is not pleased with Chris Rock's comments about her and her family. Number 2. DL Hughley. The fallout from Will Smith's slap on Chris Rock at the 2022 Oscars has been a hot topic, with opinions divided on whether it was justified. Rock addressed the incident in his new Netflix comedy special, Selective Outrage, which received mixed reviews. However, he did receive support from some of his celebrity friends, including DL Hughley, who praised the special as brilliantly executed and defended Rock's right to express himself creatively. Hughley also pointed out that while others have joked about the incident, Rock was the only one who had to deal with the fallout personally. Number 1. Will Smith. It seems like Will Smith was not pleased with Chris Rock's comments about him and his family in the Netflix special. According to sources, Will is embarrassed and hurt by Chris's remarks and has apologized to him, hoping he will move on. However, Will is also upset with Netflix for giving Chris a platform to share these messages, and he believes that Chris insulting Jada again is below the belt. Although Will has tried to make amends with Chris, it seems like the tension between them is still present. So guys, that was it for this video. What did you think about our video? Let us know in the comment section below. If you are new to our channel, be sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell to get notified about our latest videos. Thanks for watching.